Have you ever wondered why life keeps repeating itself? Why the same problems return, the same feelings linger, and the same fears whisper in your ear again and again? It's not fate. It's not bad luck. It's your thinking. This is the story of Arjun, an ordinary man who discovered an extraordinary truth. When you change your thoughts, your life begins to change too. Arjun lived a quiet life. Every day felt the same. Wake up, scroll through his phone, promise to do better tomorrow, but never quite did. He wanted to learn English, to speak confidently, to find success. But no matter how many times he tried, he always found himself back at the beginning. He wasn't lazy. He was trapped. Not in his circumstances, but in his mind. There was a voice in his head, soft but constant. You're not ready. You'll fail. You're not good enough. And like an echo, he began to believe it. One rainy afternoon, Arjun sat alone in a small cafe. Around him, people were laughing, working, dreaming. And he realized something. He was standing still while the world kept moving. He thought about all the chances he never took, all the times he said no to life before it even asked. And the truth hurt. He wasn't afraid of the world. He was afraid of himself. He whispered quietly, "Why do I keep doing this? Why can't I just change?" But change doesn't begin with answers. It begins with awareness. And that day, sitting by the rain-streaked window, Arjun became aware, not of what he was doing wrong, but of how he was thinking wrong. That evening, Arjun walked home through the park. He saw an old man sitting on a bench reading a weathered book. Something about him felt peaceful, untouched by hurry or worry. Arjun sat beside him. For a while, they said nothing. Then the old man spoke softly. "You're trying to change your life, aren't you?" Arjun was startled. "How did you know?" The man smiled. "Because I can see the fight in your eyes. I once had the same battle." He turned a page and said, "You want your life to be different, but you keep thinking the same way. Your thoughts are the soil. If you want new fruit, you need to plant new seeds." He handed Arjun his notebook. Inside were short phrases. "I am learning. I am patient. I am growing." The man said, "I write one thought every day. Not what I see, but what I choose to believe. That's how you train your mind." Those words struck something deep within Arjun. For the first time, he saw that real change isn't about doing more. It's about thinking differently. The next morning, Arjun began. He opened his notebook and wrote one sentence. "I am becoming better." It felt strange, unnatural, but he kept writing. Each day, a new line. Each word, a new seed. At first, nothing changed. Then, slowly, everything did. When he stumbled speaking English, he didn't stop. He smiled and tried again. When his friends doubted him, he stayed calm. When fear whispered, he listened, but didn't obey. Still, it wasn't easy. Old thoughts fought back. The voice in his head screamed, "You're wasting time!" You'll never change. Some days he believed it. Some days he didn't. But every day he showed up anyway. And that, he realized, was the difference. Growth doesn't come from perfection. It comes from persistence. Weeks turned into months. Arjun's notebook filled with affirmations, reflections, and lessons. One morning, he caught his reflection in the mirror. For the first time, he didn't see the same defeated face. He saw someone becoming stronger. He smiled. He didn't need to wait for others to believe in him. He believed in himself, and that changed everything. He began to speak more freely. He practiced English every day, not out of fear, but curiosity. He started conversations, read books aloud, joined a group of learners online. He wasn't perfect, but he was free. He finally understood. The mind is a muscle, and every positive thought was a repetition of strength. Months later, Arjun stood on a small stage at work. He had been asked to give a presentation, in English. His hands shook, his voice trembled at first, but as he spoke, something shifted. The fear faded. The words flowed. He wasn't performing anymore, he was sharing. When he finished, there was silence. Then applause. He smiled, not because they clapped, but because he knew. This was who he was always meant to be. He didn't need permission to grow. He just needed new thoughts. Arjun's story isn't just about language or success. It's about something deeper, awareness. When you change what you think, you change how you feel. When you change how you feel, you change what you do. And when you change what you do, your world changes too. Life isn't waiting for the perfect moment. It's waiting for a new mindset. Your mind is the soil. Plant wisely, because the life you live tomorrow begins with the thoughts you choose today. Now it's your turn. Close your eyes for a moment. Think of one thought that has been holding you back. One belief that has kept you small. Now, let it go. Replace it with a new one, a thought of courage, of confidence, of growth. Repeat it every day until it becomes your truth, because your thoughts are your destiny. And when you change your thinking, your life will change too. If this story touched you, share it. Someone else might need these words today. And remember to subscribe for more stories that awaken the best version of you.